Respecting your path, what does that really mean? It's not just a beautiful slogan, it's a life-changing principle. When was the last time you stopped and truly looked at the path you've traveled? Not comparing it to others, not criticizing yourself for mistakes, but simply seeing it for what it is. Raw, real, yours. Most people live their entire lives constantly looking at others. They choose directions based on external expectations. They measure success by someone else's yardstick. And in this continuous comparison, they lose the most valuable thing, their authenticity, their uniqueness, their right to their own path. To respect your path means to acknowledge that your battles are real. Your struggles matter. Your victories, however small they might seem from the outside, have changed you. Every step, every fall, every rise, it's not a coincidence. It's part of the larger process of your becoming. We live in a world that constantly tries to standardize us. The educational system, corporate culture, social media, they all strive to fit us into certain frameworks of success. Get this education, take this job, buy this house, create such a family. And if you deviate from this prescribed path, you're a failure, you've gone astray, you're doing something wrong. But let me tell you the truth. The most outstanding achievements in human history were created by those who dared to walk their own path, by those who didn't listen to the conventional wisdom of their time, by those who respected their inner compass more than the opinion of the majority. Respecting your path is a decision you make anew each day. It's not given once and for all. Every morning when you wake up, you face a choice. To follow the crowd or to listen to your inner voice. To accept your peculiarities or to try to become someone else. To value your unique talents or to regret that you don't have someone else's. Your path is not a straight line. It's not a highway with clear signs. It's a road that you pave yourself step by step. And sometimes you will wander. Sometimes you will go back. Sometimes you will stand still, not knowing where to move next. And that's okay. That's part of the journey. I've met people who achieved everything they dreamed of by conventional standards, money, power, recognition. But they are unhappy because that path wasn't their own. They followed someone else's script and lost themselves in the process. And I've met people who, by standard measures, haven't achieved anything special. But they radiate such inner strength and confidence that they attract others like a magnet. Because they are in their place. They are true to themselves. They respect their path. Respecting your path means to stop constantly pushing yourself. We live in a culture of chronic haste, faster, higher, stronger, more achievements, more results, more recognition. And in this endless race, we forget that growth is not always vertical movement upward. Sometimes growth happens in depth. Sometimes we need to stop to truly see where we are. Let's be specific. Respecting your path means acknowledging that you cannot control all variables. Some people are born with advantages, some have more natural talents, some have more favorable starting conditions, but you can control your attitude, your decisions, your actions, and that's what ultimately determines who you become. Every time you compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20, you commit an act of disrespect toward your path. Every time you allow others' expectations to define your goals, you give up authorship of your life. Every time you ignore your true desires to fit into someone else's idea of success, you betray yourself. I'm not calling you to selfishness or irresponsibility. Respecting your path doesn't mean ignoring obligations or relationships. It means finding ways to move forward that resonate with your deep values. It means creating your life consciously, not just drifting with the current. Look at your hands. These hands are unique. On the entire planet, there are no fingerprints exactly like yours. Your mind, your heart, your experience, all this creates an unrepeatable combination. And when you try to squeeze this uniqueness into standard frames, you lose your power. Respecting your path means making decisions from a place of strength, not fear. Too many choices in our life come from fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. But when you begin to respect your path, you gain an inner fulcrum that allows you to act from a higher state, from a state of self-respect, from a state of inner integrity. I know what I'm talking about. I myself have gone through moments when the whole world seemed to be telling me I was moving in the wrong direction. When close people with the best intentions advised me to choose a safer path. When inner doubts almost paralyzed me. But each time I found the strength to respect my path, even if it wasn't understood by others, I took a step toward a more authentic, more fulfilled life. Respecting your path doesn't mean never changing. On the contrary, it means being ready to change in accordance with your inner growth, not external pressure. It means allowing yourself to evolve, explore new territories, learn from experience. But doing it from a place of self-respect, not self-criticism. We all know that state when it seems we're stuck, when old methods no longer work and new ones haven't been found yet, when old goals have lost meaning and new ones haven't yet formed clearly. In such moments, it's especially important to respect your path, not to rush yourself, not to judge yourself, but to give yourself space and time for inner revision. Society wants us to be in doing mode all the time. Set goals, achieve, overperform, move on. But true wisdom comes in moments of being, when we allow ourselves to just be, to become aware, to feel, to perceive. Respecting your path means finding balance between doing and being, between activity and receptivity. I want you to understand the main thing. Your path matters not because it will lead you to some specific result. It matters because it's your path. It's the expression of your unique essence in this world. It's your way of interacting with reality. And when you begin to respect this path, you discover resources within yourself that you didn't even suspect. I've seen how people transform when they began to respect their path, how they found the strength to overcome obstacles that previously seemed insurmountable, how they gained inner peace even amid external chaos, how they created communities of like-minded people around them who supported them in their authenticity. Respecting your path means being honest with yourself about your true motives. We often hide the real reasons for our actions from ourselves, covering them with noble explanations. We tell ourselves we're doing something for others when in fact we're seeking their approval. We convince ourselves we're striving for a goal because of its value when in fact we're chasing status. Respecting your path means having the courage to see your true motives and, if necessary, correct them. It takes courage to live your own life in a world that constantly tells you what it should be. It takes willpower to adhere to your values when everyone around is compromising. It takes clarity to distinguish your inner voice from external noise. But each time you make a choice in favor of respecting your path, you become stronger. I don't promise it will be easy. Respecting your path often means going against the current. It means causing confusion in those who are used to standard trajectories. It means sometimes feeling lonely, but I promise you, it's worth it. Because on the other side of this choice is freedom. Freedom from constant comparison, freedom from exhausting perfectionism, freedom from others' expectations. Respect for your path doesn't come from outside. No one will give you permission to be yourself. This power you must take yourself. Every day, every hour, you can make a choice to continue moving by inertia or to consciously choose a direction that resonates with your true nature. And remember, respecting your path doesn't mean always being right. It means being open to learning, to growth, to change. It means being able to acknowledge your mistakes without letting them define your self-esteem. It means seeing every experience as part of a larger journey, not as a final verdict on your worth. Ultimately, respecting your path is an act of self-determination. It's a statement to the world, I am here. I walk my path. I take responsibility for my choice. And when you make this statement not with words, but with your actions, your decisions, your daily choice, you open access to a level of inner strength that will forever change your life. Respect your path not because it's better or worse than other paths. Respect it because it's the only path that is truly yours. And when you begin to do this, you'll discover that not only does your life acquire a new quality, but the world around you begins to react differently. People feel your authenticity. They see your inner strength. They respect your choice, even if they don't fully understand it. I urge you today to take the first step. Or, if you're already on the way, to take the next step with greater awareness, with greater self-respect, with greater fidelity to yourself. Because when you respect your path, you open the door to a life that is no longer defined by external standards, but is created from within, from the place of your true strength, your true wisdom, your true essence. And that, my friends, is true freedom.